Hello everyone, today is 3rd March 2021. Today I want to show you few of my few more variety of plants I bought. They are the pots are not big enough for the plants right now. The way they are, I have to transfer them into bigger pots. So before I do that, I wanted to show how big or how small they are originally, so that with time definitely they are going to grow much bigger. And I feel it is fun and exciting to see how they grow and you see them grown up already. Um, so let me show you. This is a plant which you can see is much healthy and bigger it looks according to me. Um, this is one type of oxalis, the green color, completely green. Actually, I wanted the purple one, but it was not expensive, so I thought, okay, let me have the green one also, so that when I want to see the variation of green and purple together, I can see it. So see how it looks. See, the plants look very healthy. And I did not know a lot about oxalis, but I find the leaf pattern is very beautiful, different, triangular, and they close in the evening and night, and they open in the daytime. So they are exciting. And if you can see they are overgrown, I feel, for this pot, so I need to transplant them. And this is the purple one, which looks very beautiful, and I think the purple is more popular in the store. When I saw them, only one piece left in the purple color, and the green variety there were many. So first I grabbed this one so that I will not lose. Oh, it is broken. Anyway, so see, this is the and they have bulb, and they grow. They look they look like, it seems like they grow very well, though I don't know a lot about them. But I like, whenever I watched other gardeners YouTube channel, I found them having this in their collection, and it looked very attractive to me, the leaf. If you see, the lighter purple triangular or arrow shape kind of color variation, if you see lighter purple, then it is darker purple, so that makes the leaf very unique beauty. So let me see how I am able to grow them or not, because the leaf looks very delicate, thin, so it may need very good condition to survive. Let's see. And the way it is full with the pot, I need to transplant to big. I have to transfer it into bigger pot. So before I do that, you just check how the leaf are. All these branches, leaves, they were looking good. I think when I got in the car, they were little bit, because they are very soft and delicate. So they were damaged by the surrounding wall. Though I brought very carefully, because I love my plants like jewelry. So whenever I get it in the car, I am so careful and I protect them so much around them, giving paper and cardboard, and how they will not hit each other, still they get damaged. So anyway, so this is my oxalis, purple oxalis. And It is written bronze Venus fern. I found it attractive, though I have seen it here and there under a few of my trees, but still I felt okay. Let me try this and put it and grow and indoors, so that the leaf structure, if it grows, it looks very beautiful. See, they have five. I think it is called five Finger Lake Horn also, something like that, I believe. Maybe because of this pipe branch, where most of them, when you see, they are. See, this is three. I think this is three. This is four. Maybe maximum five. But anyway, the name is written Bronze Venus Fern. Though they need moisture and all the time wet soil, I'll try my best, and they are cute. I have two fern so far, one lemon button fern. I don't remember if I showed you, otherwise in my next video I will include that. And this is bronze Venus fern. Then this is one type of pilea, I think they say. Sorry, not pilea. Aurelia, they say. So far I have two variety. It is written here, Aurelia. So long time ago, I think, when I was new to America, then I had this in all green, I believe. And I kept for a few years. Just I liked the structure of the leaf. That's why I had bought that one, all green. And I think it survived maybe 6-7 years. And then when we moved to different houses, somehow I don't remember what happened, but I don't have that plant anymore. And so this time when I was buying some other plant, I mean when I was in search of string of pearls, yes, I still need one string of pearls, and I'm in search of that. And every time I go to the plant section to search for that, and I buy something else. That's how I do. I got all these. So this structure, I loved it because of its variegation. And let's see how it will grow. So it is kind of the structure is like a tiny tree. This is one type of Aurelia. And this is also another type. Somehow I was lucky, I got it on sale. I don't know, the plant was fine, but still it was on sale. And otherwise, generally I try to buy a small plant, so that I can wait a little longer, and I enjoy watching them growing. It's not that I don't like big plants. In that way you can save also some money, and you can watch, and it is very exciting when you see a very tiny plant growing into a much bigger plant in your own house. And that becomes more emotional rather than buying directly a big plant. That's what I feel, and that is my experience. So I prefer always to buy a small plant. But like I'm saying, I was lucky to get it on sale, and it was only $3. So I did not intend to buy, but seeing that, okay, $3, and there are three, if you see, there are three plants, so it's a good buy. So these two are my two variety of Aurelia. This plant also I had one long time ago, and it was with me for many years, at least 9 years that plant was with me. And then I think 2-3 years back, maybe somehow I I was busy in other things, and the leaf fell down. I could have just transplanted it, or to a good compost filled pot, and I was just busy and I neglected and it died. I did not water and kind of I killed it. um, I should not have done that. Anyway, so that was my mistake, and but anyway, I was lucky to get another one with much cheaper price. This is before I speak about this plant, I will show you another plant. This is the plant I want to talk about. I don't remember exactly the name of the plant, but if you can see first I want to show you the plant. See this leaf, see the situation of this leaf and this leaf, see the leaf. And when I bought the other side also, if you see this leaf, see the structure, how it is. I just loved this plant and I bought it. If you see here, there was another leaf. I think that, yeah, see this one. It was, this is the leftover of the branch. This is the leftover of the branch, and it was the biggest leaf. That is the stem. And this is another plant, I will talk about it. And this dead plant, I want to talk about it. So anyway, this is the plant which needs lot of humidity in the air, and I had no idea that it will not survive suddenly when we bring home. So I just wanted to show you the structure, how it is. Now it is very, very good, but that is the situation of the leaf. And that leaf, that was the biggest leaf, because when I bought from the store, there were only 3 plants, and this was the healthiest plant and biggest number of leaves. That's how I chose this pot. And when I got home, suddenly I saw on the third day inside the house, I saw drop of water here, then here, like that in many other leaf also, here also, here. And I did not understand how come the water came, because I remembered I did not sprinkle water on the top, and I saw few water drops there. So then I watched a few YouTube, and I found a lady who does research, and she spoke about it, that because these plants, not only this plant, this is one alocasia. I will show you picture. This was alocasia. It was very pretty. And this plant, so they need so much humid, though it is fine. It died within 5 days. It died the plant. And at that time I did not know the reason. I was thinking maybe it has some mealbug, and I treated accordingly to kill them. I did not know it is because they are losing, they are lacking moisture. And I did not check my humidity inside the house at that time. And somehow unknowingly I killed that. And then this one, when this happened, I did not want to kill this plant. And then because I did not want to kill this plant, I started running a humidifier all the time. And then I checked my humidity is very, very low inside the this plant area, and then somehow I tried to increase the humidity by boiling extra water and all those things. Whatever I felt, I can increase the humidity. And then slowly after 2 days I saw those water drops in the where it was there. Those water drops were slowly gone, and there were no new water drops. Otherwise I saw, and then after watching that someone's video who explained me that when we get this kind of plant, tropical plant home, and suddenly they get they face the change of the environment, and sometimes it is harsh for them, and they don't show natural tolerance, and sometimes they survive, sometimes they die. So that made me think that that means slowly if I will not do anything, then I am going to lose all the leaves, and that plant is the proof. I mean, this plant is the proof. Sorry, this alocasia, it was beautiful. I'll show you the picture. So this plant is completely dead, but again I hope that she suggested cut all the leaves, and then wait, there may be new growth which you can see after few months. So I am hoping I may see new growth. That's why still I water it, and I am keeping it, and that I think now this plant is safe. I'm very happy with that. But you can see the leaf, like this is, I did not remove it so that I can make a video. See, so this is not the biggest leaf, but the back side which I leave, that was the biggest leaf, and this plant was very big when I got it. And three big leaves I lost, and I believe now it is safe. They are so like that plant. I mean this plant, let me push this one a little bit. I mean this plant, let me put it in the front. Yeah, so this plant, I was scared that I may lose this also, and somehow I'm lucky I did not lose this plant. If there is a name of this plant, let me read it for you. Polka dot begonia maculata. Okay. Its name is polka dot begonia maculata. So it is one variety of begonia. I have few more, I can show you later. So it's lovely, I just love it. And but it's a lot of care, like they need a lot of attention, because we don't live in their zone, right? They are tropical, so you have to make their environment artificially tropical, so that you can pretend it is tropical and grow well. And yeah, so that is the story of my plant. I thought I should let you know, because when I searched, I watched many videos, and only one video, one lady spoke about she explained in detail why it is happening and how it is happening. So she suggested to cut all the leaves, but I thought I'm not going to cut all the leaves. Let me try to increase the humidity, and so I think like this one, it tolerated. So I believe because that plant, this has a lot big leaves, and it has more surface area of the leaves. Maybe that's why for that plant it was difficult to tolerate low humidity as compared to this plant. That's what I believe. And the previous was that plant was also I think little bit smaller size of this one, but kind of this. And so I think where I kept, immediately I did not water. I thought sometimes over watering kills the roots. So anyway, some mistakes I have done. I accept that, and I lost that plant. So these two are my tropical plant story. Now let me show you the other anthurium and the peace lily. This is one of my umbrella. This, I think they call it umbrella plant. Let me show you if it is written. Cephalera, Cephalera or Scaphlera. Two types they pronounce SCHE here. So it is maybe Cephalera, I can assume. Okay. So this is a umbrella plant, common name I believe, and it is variegated. Long time ago I had one. Now I don't remember what happened to the plant, but long time ago I had one, and this time but that was completely green, so it is variegated. This time I got one. I find it beautiful. It looks very pretty when it grows a little bigger, and they look very pretty. And this is the peace lily. Many people say it is difficult to survive, but I remember one of my good friends, he had in water, and it was always fresh and healthy whenever I have seen that plant in our house. So I never thought it will be difficult to make it alive for many years. And long time ago I had one. um, so that in that way I can show you in a better. So a long time ago I had one, and I'm sorry, I forgot what I did to that plant, but now I don't have that for I lost that plant many years ago, I believe. So I will take a good care this time, and I believe I can make it keep it alive for more years. So let's see. And the pot looks small for the plant, I feel, so I have to transplant it to a bigger pot. So before I do that, I thought let me show you how big it is right now. And see, there are many blooms. See, these are all few I threw, I caught them, and there are many blooms, and I think the pot is very small for it to continue blooming, I think. So let me move it into a bigger pot. And this is my anthurium. I had one many years ago, but past few years I wanted a new one, and somehow always I used to think it is expensive. I will buy when I will get a small plant. I waited, and this time I did not want to wait, and I want to have one. And they looked very healthy. All these blooms were here. I bought it, I think, before Valentine's week. So let me move a little closer. So before the a week before the Valentine's day, there were a lot of supplies in the store, and I finally bought one. And how many blooms? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One is in the back. 6. There are 6, and somehow every plant has 6 blooms. I don't know how they maintain, but every plant has the same number of bloom. Anyway, this is I believe everybody loves it. This plant, everybody loves it. It is like little bit glossy, thick, like rubbery structure, kind of peperomia. This is also, many people say, hard to keep it alive, and when you buy, they look good, for only few initial weeks, and then they die. But again, it depends on house to house, whether they like the place where you keep, whether they are getting enough light or not. Though this plant, I believe, they need very little light, only a bright spot they need. They don't need direct sunlight, I believe. I may be wrong, I'm not an expert, but I love my plants, and every day, morning, evening, I check each and every plant, and I it makes me very happy. So that is the reason why I am collecting the plants. And yeah, that's it for today. I Before I transplant them into bigger pots, they may grow to bigger size, and so before I transplant them into bigger pots, I wanted to show you how big it is. And I love all my plants. I hope I can keep them alive for many years. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.